What's up guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to be installing that Perrin shifter stop that I promised you guys. Hopefully you guys purchase it after you guys see this video. But before we do those installs, I'm going to wash my vehicle and get that crap clean. Car's all washed and ready to go. Now we can get to installing that Perrin shifter stop on your 2015 WRX. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is remove your shift knob first. And before we do all this, just make sure your car is turned off and in neutral and that your parking brake's on. Now you're just going to remove the shifter boot by pulling on the inside of the shifter boot on both sides and just pulling up. Now that that's done, you will have your shifter exposed and you will see the OEM plastic shifter stop, which is on the right hand side, and there will be nothing on the left hand side. That's where your Perrin shifter stop will be installed. Also, you will note that there are two 10mm bolts on your on the original OEM shifter stop. You're just gonna remove those two and replace them with the two bolts that Perrin provides you with. So now that I've loosened the bolts, you're gonna want to go into 5th gear, which I already did, and now you're gonna have the stock shifter stop right here. As you can see, you're gonna pull it against your shifter. Now you're just gonna want to place a little gap in between. Alright, now that you've done that, you're gonna want to carefully move it back into neutral or put it into first. I'm gonna go to neutral and then I'll go into first. Okay, now that I'm in neutral, everything looks good, didn't move. Now you're gonna have your Perrin shifter stop mounted and you're gonna move into 1st gear. Push it up against your shifter, and now do the same as you did on the right hand side with your OEM shifter stop. Again, create some space. And now you can go ahead and tighten down these bolts. Just do finger tight, and with the provided hex key or Allen wrench, if it gets in the way of you tightening down the bolt, shift up into 3rd and give you space to tighten up the rear bolt. Now shift back into 1st. Just make sure you don't mess up the orientation that you had. So I'm going to go ahead and check out how I shift through the gears and if everything feels tight and if the slop that I had before is corrected or if I want to correct it more. Just make sure you can shift up from 1st all the way down to 6th and that you don't have any issues. Alright, so now that you've gone from 1st to 6th, if you've done all those gear orientations, you can go ahead, tighten down these bolts all the way. Be careful not to strip anything, just tighten them down pretty tight, and then we can move on to the next thing that Perrin calls for you to do. Alright, so now that you've tightened down these two bolts, and you have your slop figured out, you fixed it, and you feel comfortable where you're at, go ahead and remove these two nuts. I'll get a light for you guys so you can see. There's going to be a nut in the front and in the rear. Perrin supplies those 2 washers that I already have installed. Make sure you have a magnetic pickup tool just in case you drop the nut or the washer down in this little shifter bay here. Just make sure when you remove this nut that you have the washer centered on both sides. So you're going to remove the nut, washer, reinstall the nut, and then you guys should be good to go. After that, just reinstall that shift the boot cover and then reinstall your shift knob and you're good to go with the Perrin shifter stop. Now that everything's installed and good to go, you can test out your shifts again. First, you can totally tell that it's more dialed in and it just wants to go into first. You go third and then you have your fifth. Perfect, right? So hopefully that install video helped you guys out. Hopefully you guys can see the benefits that Perrin provides for your daily driver, your track car, whatever it may be. Just hope this video was beneficial for you guys, and just don't forget to please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all stopping by, checking out the vlog, and before I head out, I just want to give one last shout out, and that shout out is for Perrin. Thank you guys for providing some good products and making the WRX more exciting to drive and easier to drive. So shout out to Perrin, and to you guys, I'll catch you guys on the next vlog. Peace out.